All right, well, I'm going to try and record this using a Google Meet. We will see how it goes, but I do want to explain what your assignment is. So your assignment is not to, hang on.
Okay, so I want to explain what your assignment is. Your assignment is not to watch this video. The assignment is to finish this worksheet. So you have to choose 10 problems to do on this worksheet that I didn't do for you. So you have to do 10 of them, and I am doing a bunch of them right now. So you're watching the video, you can pause it, you can rewind it. All of those things are possible, but watching the video is not the assignment. The assignment is this worksheet. So on that note, let's go ahead and see if I can present this on here. So I'm gonna do most of this column for you, and then you have the choice to do any 10 from the other column. I'm not going to have this video be super long so that you have time to do it. So that means I'm not going to do every single problem. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my balance line. So I already did number 1, so I'm going to start with number 2. I'm going to draw my balance line, and I'm going to move my x's together. Remember that I want to move the x that is smallest first. So I'm going to move this 7x over here with the 8x. So this says plus 7x. I need to get it over on the other side of the equal sign. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up 7x's from both sides. Just like those hanging hangers, we're trying to isolate the variable, and we do that by subtracting something from both sides. So we're going to take off 7x's on both sides. So we're going to be left with an x over here, so 1x minus 2. I'm sitting on my keyboard. I'm going to stop doing that. Okay. Gotta fix something because I can't see what I'm doing. All right, I'm back. So I have x minus 2 minus equals negative 9. Now I'm going to add 2 to both sides so that I get x equals negative 9. Signs are different. This is a negative, this is a positive. So we're going to subtract 9, 8, 7. And the bigger one was negative, so it's going to be negative 7. Okay, remember you should check it. So I'm going to check it right here. So I'm going to say 8x minus 2 equals negative 9 plus 7x. But according to this, x equals negative 7. So I'm going to rewrite this with a negative 7 in the place where the x was, because you're telling me that x is negative 7. So we will see if it's right. So this is negative 56, not crossing the line, minus 2. It's going to be negative 58 over here. Now I have negative 9, and then negative 7 times 7 is is negative 49. Negative times a positive is a negative. 49 plus 9, because they're both negatives, same sign add, is negative 58. So check head is happy. All right, now I'm going to do the next one. I'm not doing 5. You can't do 5. You can do 7 if you want. I'm going to go ahead and do number 9. So on number 9, you've got a negative sign right here. I'm going to distribute that negative 1. Remember, it's just a negative 1 into the parentheses. So I get negative 8 equals negative x minus 4. Now I'm trying to isolate the x. I need to move the 4 to the other side. So I'm going to draw my balance line. And I'm going to add 4 to both sides because there's only an x on one side. So I'm going to add 4. So I get -4 equals -x. You're tempted to stop there because you got x by itself, but we have a negative x. We don't want to know what negative x equals. So we have to divide by -1 on both sides. And now we know that x equals +4 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. We can check it by plugging in 4 wherever the x is. So we have -8 equals negative, what was it, 4 plus 4. Because there was a 4 right here, so I put a 4. There was an x right here. X was 4, so I'm going to put it there. -8 equals -8. -8 equals. So checkhead is happy. Okay. I recommend you do number 11 because it's just like the one I just did. Now I'm going to move over here and I'm going to do I'll do number 15 and then that'll be all I do. And you guys can choose 10 more that you do. All right, so I'm going to distribute. I get 8x minus, ooh, I almost didn't do it. I almost wrote -3 right here. What is it supposed to be? Well, I've got 2 times 4, 2 times -3. So that 2 times -3 would be -6. Okay. Then I still have that -8. Go ahead and draw my balance line here. So I have 8, and then I have a -6 and a -8. These two are both, neither of them have x's, so I can combine them. I can't combine things that don't have x's. Remember that. So I have 8x minus -6 and -8 have the same sign, and it's negative. So we still add the numbers together, but they are -14 equals 4 plus 2x. Now we have an equation that has a variable on both sides. So I'm going to move the one that is the smallest. So I'm going to move the 2x to the left side. So I'm going to subtract 2x, subtract 2x. So I'm left with 6x minus 14 equals 4. And I've run out of space. I'm going to rewrite the whole problem over here. 6x minus 14 equals 4. Draw my balance line. Now I'm going to add, because it's a negative, trying to get x all by itself. So I'm going to move the 14. -14 plus 14 is 0. Trying to have only an x over here. So that way to get rid of it is to add 14. So now I have 6x equals 18. Then I'm going to divide by 6, and x is going to equal 3. And I'm not going to check that one because I am going to show you how you get to check them all. So on the second page, you will see all of the answers. Okay, so I've crossed off some of them. They are the ones that have no solution or infinitely many solutions because we haven't learned that yet. So you will get a copy of this page and it will be on a, it'll be for you to edit with Kami, and you can use Kami to edit it, or, this is what I really recommend, if you have a printer, I recommend you print it so that you can write on it. If you don't have a printer, I recommend that you actually write on a piece of paper and just take a picture of it and attach it to this assignment. So turning in the Edpuzzle counts as nothing. You have to finish 10 problems that I didn't do on this piece of paper. So you're going to get this page with my writing on it, and you're going to have to do 10 more of them. Check your answers on the back. They're not going to be on the back of yours because it's a PDF, so you'll get just 2 pages. And that's all.